The FIRE, Financial Independence, Retire Early, movement has gained significant traction over the past decade, resonating with individuals seeking freedom from the traditional 9-to-5 work grind. Rooted in a desire for financial autonomy, the FIRE movement emphasizes aggressive saving and investing strategies to enable early retirement, often decades before the conventional retirement age. This video explores the origins, principles, criticisms, and implications of the FIRE movement. Origins and evolution of the FIRE movement. The FIRE movement traces its origins to the late 20th century, influenced by a variety of economic, social, and cultural factors. Its roots can be linked to the broader personal finance and minimalism movements that gained momentum during the 1990s and early 2000s. Key to its development was the publication of the book Your Money or Your Life by Joe Dominguez and Vicki Robin in 1992. The book presented a radical rethinking of consumerism and the role of money in one's life, advocating for a minimalist lifestyle, financial prudence, and the pursuit of meaningful work. The rise of the internet and personal finance blogs in the early 2000s further propelled the movement. Bloggers like Mr. Money Mustache, whose real name is Peter Adonay, became prominent figures in the FIRE community. Adonay, who retired in his early 30s after accumulating enough savings, shared his experiences and strategies for achieving financial independence, inspiring a generation of followers. Social media and online forums provided platforms for individuals to share their FIRE journeys, exchange tips, and build supportive communities. The movement gained mainstream attention as more people embraced the idea of retiring early, not as an unattainable dream, but as a realistic goal achievable through disciplined financial planning. Core principles of the FIRE movement. The FIRE movement is built on several core principles, each contributing to the overarching goal of financial independence and early retirement. These principles include: 1. Aggressive saving and investing. One of the fundamental tenets of the FIRE movement is saving a substantial portion of one's income, often 50% or more. This contrasts sharply with the traditional personal finance advice of saving 10 to 15% of income for retirement. FIRE adherents achieve this high savings rate by cutting expenses, living frugally, and prioritizing financial goals over immediate gratification. The saved money is then invested in a diversified portfolio of assets, typically focusing on low-cost index funds, real estate, and other income-generating investments. 2. Frugality and minimalism. Frugality is central to the FIRE philosophy. Adherents strive to live below their means, often embracing minimalism as a way of life. This involves making conscious spending decisions, avoiding debt, and finding value in experiences rather than material possessions. By reducing unnecessary expenses, individuals can increase their savings rate and accelerate their path to financial independence. 3. Financial education. The FIRE movement places a strong emphasis on financial literacy. Understanding how money works, investment strategies, tax planning, and the power of compound interest is crucial for anyone pursuing early retirement. Many in the FIRE community devote significant time to self-education, reading books, attending seminars, and participating in online communities to enhance their financial knowledge. 4. Autonomy and freedom. At its core, the FIRE movement is about achieving freedom from the constraints of traditional employment, financial stress, and societal expectations. Financial independence provides the autonomy to choose how to spend one's time, whether that involves pursuing passion projects, traveling, volunteering, or simply enjoying life without the pressure to earn a paycheck. 5. Sustainability and planning. FIRE isn't just about saving aggressively, it's also about ensuring that savings are sustainable over the long term. This involves careful financial planning, including considerations like safe withdrawal rates, healthcare costs, and potential economic downturns. The 4% rule, derived from the Trinity study, is a popular guideline within the FIRE community, suggesting that retirees can safely withdraw 4% of their portfolio annually without depleting their funds over a 30-year period. Variations of the FIRE movement. As the FIRE movement has grown, several variations have emerged, catering to different financial goals and lifestyles. These include: 1. Lean FIRE. Lean FIRE adherents focus on achieving financial independence by living a highly frugal lifestyle, often with a lower target retirement fund. The idea is to retire early on a modest income, prioritizing minimalism and simplicity. This approach appeals to those who are comfortable with a minimalist lifestyle and are willing to make significant sacrifices to retire sooner. 2. Fat FIRE. In contrast to lean FIRE, Fat FIRE is for those who want to retire early but maintain a more comfortable or even luxurious lifestyle. This requires accumulating a larger nest egg, allowing for higher spending in retirement. Fat FIRE adherents may aim for financial independence but are willing to work longer or earn higher incomes to achieve their desired level of financial security. 3. Barista FIRE. Barista FIRE represents a middle ground between lean FIRE and Fat FIRE. Adherents of this approach aim to retire from their primary careers but continue working part-time or in a low-stress job to cover living expenses while supplementing their income with investment returns. This strategy allows for more flexibility and a smoother transition into retirement. 4. Coast FIRE. Coast FIRE is a variation where individuals save aggressively early in their careers and then coast by reducing their savings rate or stopping contributions altogether. The idea is that the accumulated savings will continue to grow over time, allowing the individual to retire at a traditional age without additional contributions. This approach provides financial flexibility in the present while still aiming for future financial independence. Criticisms and challenges of the FIRE movement. Despite its growing popularity, the FIRE movement has faced criticism and skepticism from various quarters. Some of the main critiques include: 1. Unrealistic expectations. Critics argue that the FIRE movement sets unrealistic expectations for the average person. Achieving a 50% or higher savings rate requires a high income, extreme frugality, or both, conditions that may not be feasible for everyone, especially those with lower incomes or significant financial obligations. Additionally, the assumption that one can reliably achieve early retirement in their 30s or 40s may be overly optimistic, given the uncertainties of life, such as health issues, market volatility, and changing personal circumstances. 2. Overemphasis on frugality. While frugality is a cornerstone of the FIRE movement, some critics contend that it can lead to an overly restrictive lifestyle. The pursuit of financial independence should not come at the cost of personal well-being or social connections. Extreme frugality may limit one's ability to enjoy life, experience new things, and build meaningful relationships. 3. Market dependence. The FIRE movement heavily relies on the assumption that markets will perform well over time, enabling investments to grow sufficiently to support early retirement. However, market downturns, inflation, and other economic challenges can pose significant risks to a FIRE plan. A prolonged bear market or economic recession could erode savings and jeopardize financial independence, particularly for those who have already retired. 4. Healthcare costs. In the United States, healthcare costs are a major concern for those pursuing early retirement. Retiring before the age of 65 means losing access to employer-sponsored health insurance, which can lead to high out-of-pocket costs for healthcare. This is a significant risk that needs careful planning and consideration, as unexpected medical expenses can quickly deplete retirement savings. 5. Social isolation and identity. Work often provides more than just a paycheck. It offers a sense of purpose, identity, and social interaction. Retiring early can lead to challenges in maintaining social connections and finding new sources of fulfillment. Some FIRE adherents may struggle with the transition to a life without work, feeling isolated or lacking direction. 6. Privilege and accessibility. The FIRE movement has been critiqued for being primarily accessible to those with certain privileges, such as higher education, well-paying jobs, and a lack of significant financial burdens. This has led to concerns that FIRE is not a realistic or equitable goal for everyone, particularly those in lower income brackets, people of color, or individuals with dependents. The future of the FIRE movement. The FIRE movement continues to evolve as more people embrace its principles and adapt them to their unique circumstances. The COVID-19 pandemic, in particular, has accelerated interest in FIRE, as the global crisis prompted many to rethink their priorities, financial security, and work-life balance. The movement's emphasis on self-reliance, minimalism, and long-term planning resonates with those seeking stability in uncertain times. Technological advancements and the rise of the gig economy have also influenced the FIRE movement. The ability to work remotely, start online businesses, and generate passive income has made it easier for individuals to pursue financial independence. Moreover, the growing awareness of environmental sustainability and social responsibility has led some FIRE adherents to integrate ethical investing and conscious consumerism into their financial plans. As the FIRE movement grows, it may also become more inclusive and adaptable. Efforts to make FIRE more accessible to diverse communities, such as through financial education and support networks, are already underway. The movement's principles can be tailored to different cultural contexts, economic realities, and personal values, allowing more people to benefit from its teachings. The FIRE movement represents a significant shift in how individuals view work, money, and life's priorities. By challenging the conventional wisdom of working until a traditional retirement age, FIRE advocates offer a compelling alternative: the possibility of financial independence and the freedom to live life on one's terms. While the movement is not without its challenges and criticisms, its core principles of aggressive saving, frugality, and financial literacy have the potential to empower individuals to take control of their financial futures. As the FIRE movement continues to evolve, it is likely to adapt to the changing economic and social landscape. The principles that have driven its growth, aggressive saving, investing, frugality, and financial independence, are likely to remain relevant. However, the movement may become more nuanced as people tailor the core concepts to fit their individual circumstances and as society grapples with issues like economic inequality, healthcare accessibility, and climate change. One potential future direction for the FIRE movement is increased emphasis on sustainability, not just in personal finance but also in environmental and social practices. As more people become aware of the broader impact of their financial decisions, there may be a growing trend toward ethical investing, sustainable living, and support for businesses that align with these values. This evolution could make the FIRE movement more appealing to a broader audience, including those who are concerned about the planet and social equity. Another possible development is the integration of FIRE principles into mainstream financial planning. As the movement gains more visibility, traditional financial advisors and institutions may begin to incorporate FIRE strategies into their offerings, helping clients pursue financial independence on their terms. This could lead to a wider acceptance of early retirement as a viable option, even for those who do not fully subscribe to the more extreme aspects of the movement. In conclusion, the FIRE movement has sparked a significant cultural shift in how people think about money, work, and retirement. By prioritizing financial independence and early retirement, FIRE adherents challenge the status quo and offer an alternative vision for living a fulfilling life. While the movement is not without its challenges, its growing popularity suggests that many people are looking for ways to gain greater control over their financial destinies. As the movement continues to adapt and grow, it has the potential to influence not only individual lives but also broader societal attitudes toward work, consumption, and financial security. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.